Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're designing a seasonal coffee brand featuring Bendito Mockup, and you can use the code EDISVD20 to get 20% off at Bendito Mockup. So let's get into the designing process. First, we write down ideas and make sketches. I always do this in just a random notebook. I first write down the name of the brand and then some initial ideas about everything related to the brand. So what it stands for, what it does, any significant things that I need to keep in mind while designing. It's basically just the whole brain dump of my ideas, and I translate that later to some visuals on the same page. So let's bring those ideas into Illustrator. As you know, I always just write down the name of the brand first, copy it a million times, and try different cases to write the text, and then start by browsing through all my fonts to pick one that I like. So I settled on these two and wanted to kind of combine them to make it more unique, and I did a little bit of reducing tracking because I think it looks more interesting that way. So I started manipulating the base font with these little extra features. So I just took that part from the P to make it more consistent, and I added it to the O and the E. And then with this beautiful Old English font, I wanted to take that little tail of the Y and put it on the other Y to make it more interesting, more unique. And I thought it worked really well. So that's the word mark. And now I had to also create an interesting brand mark, which I actually thought a lot about. With this person, it looks like I didn't think about it at all, but I actually did a lot of brainstorming. This was just the final idea I came up with. So it's like a blend of the O and the E, and I wanted to create really like a crest, something that looks really fancy and interesting, but still like a little bit of like a dark academia vibe. So I found a way to blend them together to make them look coherent. And if you look at it properly, you still see that it's an O and an E. That was very important for me. Yeah, this is all about like refining where you blend the two letters together to make it seamless and actually look good. So that's the final brand mark. I think it's nice and impactful. I also like that it looks a little bit like a star on the left. There's a lot of fun features to it that I really liked. So now onto the fun part, which is the mock-ups. I just downloaded a bunch of mock-ups from Bendito that had to do with coffee or anything I could think of that fit the brand. And then I just prepared some more assets together to actually make the packaging. It's just the front part of this cold brew packaging that I did. But I was really excited to see it like applied to the mock-up. I also made an additional illustration of a nice coffee cup. I liked that it was a bit different in terms of 3D look. There's also trial and error going on here all the time for all the mock-ups. Some things work, some things don't work. That's the perfect thing about mock-ups. You can very easily see if it works or not. And Bendito mock-ups are just so beautiful. I really, really like it, and very, very easy to use. I also wanted to make a nice poster. It looks a little bit rustic, this mock-up, so I thought it fit really well with like an autumnal vibe. So I just combined some of the visuals I made with a nice picture of coffee. So now for the final result, these are all the brand visuals I made using Bendito Mockups. They're all super, super nice, and I think they reflect my vision really well, all in the same style. So again, use the code IRISVD20 to get 20% off at Bendito, and you can check the description for more information and links. And thank you so much for watching. And I know this was a very short and quick video, but I hope you still got something from it. And I will see you soon again.